Right now, though, it is time just to go live from Texas and welcome our friend Cody Tucker to the show. Cody, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Good. You've had some very interesting, a lot of history stuff this week on the Cody Tucker Show.
Yeah. That's been coming up quite a bit.
I saw you had Fitzsimmons on.
Yeah, our friend Greg Fitzsimmons was on the program. He's quite the. I love that you pull good guests.
Oh yeah, man. Greg he's awesome.
Greg Fitzsimmons was on this show last to talk about his new special, and I asked him just casually what it was like to work for Ellen, because Ellen's got this bad reputation, and he did not hold back. He said that there was a what was it, a protective order, a gag order. He wasn't allowed to talk.
Like non-disclosure?
Non-disclosure, thank you. And he believes that since the non-disclosure is probably run out and the world knows that she's a horrible person, that he can now say that she's the worst person in the world. It's so funny to me that it doesn't seem like she was that kind of person, but having worked with the second worst person in the world, I can understand that. So, but what do we got this week, Cody?
All right, so since we have the election coming up, I figured I would do some like president-themed stories.
I like it.
So, first one. So Thomas Jefferson, besides writing the Declaration of Independence, third president, he was also very passionate about food. And whenever he was in Paris, he discovered all these different foods and wanted to bring them back to the U.S. and make them popular here.
Right.
So one of those things is that he was the first person in America to request potatoes served in the French manner, aka French fries. He also is the person who popularized mac and cheese. And
that's funnier than you know right now, because Sunday we had a tailgate party and I took a giant tray of mac and cheese home, put it in my oven, and forgot about it and just threw it away yesterday with a full beard.
Oh God,
gross.
And he was also the first American to grow and eat tomatoes.
Oh,
wow!
Really?
We love this guy.
Yeah, he's your guy.
Yeah, he's mine and Carmen's guy.
Yeah, so before that, tomatoes, like everybody had this idea that they were poisonous. So people thought like tomatoes you would die if you ate one. So he used to walk around like the White House eating a tomato to like screw with people. And let's see, so when Ronald Reagan was shot, by John Hinckley to impress Jodie Foster, barking up the wrong tree, as they say. The Secret Service agent that got the president into the car, pretty much saved his life, was a man named Jerry Parr. So Jerry Parr became a Secret Service agent in 1962 after watching and falling in love with the movie Code of the Secret Service. The star of that movie was Ronald Reagan.
Oh, wow. That's full circle.
Yeah. Actually, see if you can guess this one.
Okay.
The first president born in a hospital. Who do you think the first president to be born in a hospital was?
In a hospital. Madison.
James Madison?
Yeah.
Mike, you got a guess?
No, I'm trying to think of who logically, what number, when hospitals came around. It would probably be after Madison. And I'm going to say, I don't know, Hoover. I have no idea.
So, Jimmy Carter.
No way!
What? Oh, I guess,
really?
yeah. Well, think about it. I'm thinking about when they were president, so that doesn't make any sense.
True,
it was when they were born, so yeah, that would make sense with Jimmy Carter.
Holy cow.
Wow, that's wild.
But still, insane. Jimmy Carter was born in, 1923, 24? He just turned 100. I mean, that's not like that far back. But yeah, he was the first president born in a hospital.
That's crazy.
John Quincy Adams was the only president to have met George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, wow, yeah, he was in the middle of both. So, and the one at the beginning of the other.
Yeah, and then, this is a weird one. So when President Benjamin Harrison's wife died, he married the niece of his dead wife, who was 25 years younger than him. So that niece referred to him as Uncle Ben. That's weird. His children were so disgusted that he married their cousin that they didn't go to his funeral when he died in 1900.
Oh, poor Uncle Ben. Hey, you think Lincoln was gay?
Lincoln?
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, kind of both. I mean, if you look at pictures of Mary Todd, it's like, well, what other option do you have?
He was pretty rough.
He was dabbling all over the place.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just, also it lends it to his I don't know. He seems like kind of an emotional guy, and he seems also kind of I don't know. Like I bet you if he had better clothes to choose from, he'd dress nicer. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true. He was also really into wrestling, which
Oh.
I don't know what wrestling was like back in the 1800s.
Yeah,
but
why don't you take your shirt off
Yeah.
and wrestle for a little while?
Let me give you the shocker.
Exactly.
I got you.
Yeah. So there's actually a story that's pretty interesting that Teddy Roosevelt, when president, he got blinded in his left eye. And the reason he got blinded is because whenever someone became the new heavyweight champion, he would invite them to the White House and move all the furniture and box them.
Really?
Great idea. Great idea.
I like
They
that.
should do that now.
Yeah.
They should do that now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Are you a big wrestling fan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of it fell off, but I'll tell you, recently I've been watching that Undertaker podcast. And,
It's great.
Yeah, because I know him a little bit, and he is that's the guy. I don't know the wrestler, the dead wrestler guy. I know Mark the biker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
seeing him now, and knowing he's a funny guy, and seeing him do the podcast, I think has been pretty interesting. And hearing him talk to people, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was more of a fan of it as a kid, growing up. Like, so when the Undertaker was like a big thing. And,
Right.
I mean, I don't really watch it now.
No, I didn't know. You look sometimes like you might be a guy who likes wrestling now.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah. Not
I
an
know
insult
it's not.
whatsoever. Yeah.
I got to tell you, if you showed up for a backyard wrestling event,
Yes.
I would put money on you to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Cody Tucker. He joins us on the show every Thursday, and you can find him online at The Cody Tucker Show. What do you got coming up on your show?
Just kind of, same old stuff.
I know
Got,
sometimes you have random porn stars on and other guests on the show.
So that's pretty much what's going to be going on the next couple weeks, I imagine.
Why the porn stars? Why not I don't care either way. I think it's great. We've done our years of talking to porn stars.
Are they
Yeah.
big history buffs?
Yeah, that's the thing. You seem like you're on a different intellectual level than they are.
It seems that way, but I'm not. I mean, I'm trust me, this is a facade.
Yeah, well, you do it. You pull it off very well, Cody. Thank you. Check out Cody Tucker on YouTube and on Instagram at The Cody Tucker Show. We'll check in with you next week, buddy.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
See you, man.
I love that dude, man.